Welcome, everybody, to episode 280 of The China Show, The Real China Show. Got a crazy one for you today. Lots of things happening in China. 280, is there a country code?
There's no country code, so no shout out today, other than there's big shout out to you guys who are here live with us. We know that the world is a crazy place right now. Mm-hmm. A lot is going on, so we really appreciate you guys taking the time to choose to watch The China Show here on Friday.
Absolutely. So we're not going to disappoint. Let's get right into it with showing you our little sizzle reel of what's coming up. So let's do it. And if I can find that play button.
Empty lot here.
Yeah, let's find out. Coming up in today's China Show. And of course, much, much more. So we do have quite a lot. Actually, make us big here.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
How many percent in that? It was a good sizzle reel.
Yeah.
How many percent of what we're covering was in that sizzle reel?
A very small percent. Single digit.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah.
This is a hot episode, would you say? Gavin
100%.
Newsom, hot.
It absolutely is, yeah.
You guys remember that? Mm-hmm. When Gavin Newsom drove a Chinese EV and he said, hot. We love
exactly,
that. We
yeah.
love how
and he wants
that.
2 of them.
Yeah. Me too, for some reason.
Yeah, for some reason.
Anyway, long story short, today's a big show today. Mm-hmm. But we do have to ask you one thing.
What's that?
That is that you click the like
button.
Oh,
come on, already?
Click the like button, because the like farmer has arrived.
Okay, all right.
I'm going to implore you guys to click that like button.
Here's the thing. All right, you're supposed to wait on this. But since you bought it out, because, we should at least saunter in with what's new,
for sure.
But since you bought it up, I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
Being a like farmer.
Yeah.
Why is it that you only sow the like crop? Whatever happened to the subscribe crops?
Well, let's see. I gotta tell you something. The subscribe crop, if you're talking about the YouTube meta these days, it's a little bit less important than the like crop. The like
just
crop.
Not getting a good yield.
You're not getting a good subscriber yield these days. I'm trying to satiate the little ones and give them meals, and they live off of likes. Anyway,
what's your goal so we can get you out of here?
I gotta feed my family when they eat likes.
What is your amount?
The first goal we're gonna try to hit is 3,000 likes. Okay.
Right.
So if we can hit that, that'd be great. The reason we're doing this, and I hate this kind of stuff, I always have to say.
Sure.
The reason I'm a like farmer is that the like button actually does get a live stream, because we're live, right?
Yeah.
It gets a live stream and in post. It gets it to your feed. The subscription button doesn't do much anymore, so when you click like, it actually goes to other people's feeds. It tells YouTube, hey, put this on someone else's feed, and we don't want a lot of people to watch this, obviously.
Sure.
Right? If you want to help out, you click like. We get 3,000 likes, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
all right, cool.
Okay, hats off.
I tip my hat to you.
Hats off, please, so we can continue. Thank you very much. Okay, let's saunter into it with what's new. And when we do what's new, it's specifically what's new in China. Let's take a look. So we all know the parade. I'm just pausing it here for a second because we had that.
I know you love a pause.
I pause a lot. You like farm, I pause. That's how it works.
Give you some prayer pause.
No, go away. So anyway, we had this massive military parade. And one thing that's happening is you're seeing all the soldiers that took part in the parade all have these ridiculous tan lines. Take a look at the chin strap tan lines that you're seeing on these guys.
I do like his tapered fade. It's a nice haircut.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they have to.
I'm kind of doing that as well.
Yeah. Take a look at the tan lines. And this guy, he's got his tan lines. And
they're rocking the chin strap.
The chin strap tan line. And then this guy, he's got his chin strap tan line.
Wow, he's got a real one. All handsome guys, by the way.
Oh, well, there's a reason for that. Maybe not all of them.
Stop it.
Okay.
Be nice. What the heck was that? What was that?
That was just a little subliminal message. I don't even know.
I'm scared when you put in stuff in the media
I didn't put that in.
Oh,
I didn't put that in.
Okay.
Anyway, I just wanted to point this out because it's kind of important. When they choose the soldiers for the parades, they specifically choose the most handsome soldiers that they have. So each unit, the commander will actually single out, okay, you're handsome, you're not, you don't get to be in the parade.
So I mean, a lot of people would look at this and be like, why are all the Chinese soldiers like supermodels? Well, there's a reason.
Yeah.
It's communist country.
So they choose the most handsome, but they also have a height regulation because, of course, everyone has to look uniform.
Yeah.
I mean, not only because they're wearing a uniform, but the height. So they choose people of a certain height. and they have to have a light complexion.
Yeah.
So, of course, these guys don't see a lot of sunlight. It's very obvious because I think if you threw any normal soldier who's used to being like a soldier that trains outside and all that all the time, they wouldn't have to worry about having a freaking tan line.
Depending on what department they're in,
Yeah.
things like that. Yeah.
But I mean, if you're just like a grunt that does like, basic training and you're out there doing all your stuff, I don't think you'd have to worry about having a chin strap tan line.
For sure.
But not only that, I mean, a lot of these guys got severely burnt because it was like the first time they'd spent a prolonged amount of time.
What is that scary thing?
I don't know. Our audience can try to figure it out. I mean, look at this poor guy. That's, I mean, I've had some serious sunburns before.
Yeah, me too.
But
We are white.
yeah.
We do get burned.
This is rough, This is really rough. So that's what happened to a lot of these poor soldiers that were in that parade that we talked about last week. But we didn't want to throw them all under the bus. They're not all like milk toast, live in a cave kind of, like pampered,
Sure.
like put on the exfoliating,
routine.
like whatever moisturizer guys.
Yeah. Don't piss off. There's a lot of people in our audience, I'm sure, that do that too. It's very popular.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm talking about like, battle-hardened soldiers. That's not what comes to mind.
No, and if you notice the muscle tone, the real soldiers I've seen in China are very strong, and they're not like that.
Yes.
I'm not saying those are not real, but they have different jobs. And
Those are like model soldiers.
yeah. Like
Therefore,
look at how
they're
handsome
on
they are.
display soldiers.
Yeah.
This guy, I'm not sure if he's a soldier or not. He wears military fatigues. He's pretty famous on the Chinese internet for actually being incredibly talented. So,
I mean, this is awesome.
Yeah, we didn't just want to show you those
sure.
milk toast dudes.
Sure.
We want to show you like awesome Chinese soldiers too. If he is a soldier, I don't know. But he uses screwdrivers and other objects to like impale stuff. We'll just show you. It's pretty amazing.
I mean, I wouldn't want to cross that guy.
No.
I don't think.
Yes.
I don't think you'd live. That's insane.
It's pretty incredible. Wait, what?
Yeah.
He threw the
Yes.
the tube on there. It's pretty amazing. Yeah.
I mean and he is ripped.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, that he's talented.
Yes, for sure.
A lot of talent.
This is not talent. This is
Is it not?
This
That's
is
lack of talent.
Yeah, I mean, imagine this is what happens to you, okay? You're in an art school, you're in your classroom, you're busy studying.
Yes.
All of a sudden, something happens. A pipe bursts overhead. Can you guess just by looking at the picture what was in the pipe?
Oh my. What would Rick say about that? You think?
Rick?
Yeah.
He'd be like,
Wow, so good.
except, yeah.
It didn't show up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Well. She's standing in fecal matter and urine. Like thousands of gallons.
The entire classroom, by the way, not just this one table, the entire classroom got sprayed with raw sewage.
Wow. That's hot.
Yeah, it's
That's disgusting. It's dangerous.
It is.
It's
It is.
human feces, so that's that stuff
Yeah.
that can affect you. You know?
Yeah, human feces and urine and whatever soggy toilet paper, the works. Just everything that's thrown into the toilet ended up in the classroom.
Oh my.
It's pretty
Why
rough,
is she
man.
barefoot?
Her shoes were probably soaked and she probably took them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing though, like tofu drag can affect you when you just expect it the least, like during class.
Vile. Absolutely vile. That's
Yeah.
piss eggs level vile.
Yeah. Anyway, another example of tofu dregs. Ouch. So
Yeah,
what's
buzz that
happening?
super quick.
What's happening here? Because
There's a woman every morning in Chongqing,
Okay.
and she's in a high-rise building. One of those fancy ones that you see when they're like, China's got high-rise
Oh
buildings.
yeah, and it's like 22nd floor type thing.
Yes, there's a couple reasons I wanted to play this clip. Number one, she's death-defying on the edge, watering her plants and trimming her plants in the morning. There is no railing here.
Yeah.
Right. She's wait till you see how high up she is. Number two, I wanted to show this because when you zoom into those fancy high-rise buildings, you get to actually see what they look like.
Yeah, because just take a look at the walls there. See how they're cracked?
Yeah,
and
this is, what is it, the cyberpunk city of the future?
Yes, cyberpunk city of the future. Yeah, exactly. I mean, just look at that. You can see that it's cracking. That's never a good sign. If your balcony is cracking, usually means the rebar inside is like rusted and maybe expanding.
Probably shouldn't stand on it either.
No.
Look at that. I mean, that's...
Yeah, so from a distance, the building looks kind of okay. You're getting close, you can start to see the cracks, literally. Is this the guy that was watching her?
Ah, dude, rein it in.
I mean, I feel like whoever was filming is a perv.
Now,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's more. That's where your mind went. I think you'd film someone like that because she's on the edge of like the 22nd. Was she on the 22nd floor?
Maybe, dude. Maybe, yeah.
Dude, that would get a chocolate. Come on.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I suppose we can give it a chocolate.
Oh my days, chocolate.
Yeah.
This guy here, you guys might think, oh, this is such silly nonsense, right?
Yeah.
He's trying to play a joke. This is a thing in traditional Chinese medicine these days.
Yep.
Where they'll punch themselves in the balls and do crazy exercises to try to get their virility up. So this guy is like literally doing thrusts on a dumbbell.
There is a big problem with men's health in China. We've covered it before, and it's got to do with the environment, a lot of smoking, a lot of stress, diet, all that. But
binge drinking.
Yeah, binge drinking. Everywhere you go in China, any city, you will see they've got a Kannan Ke, which is like look man problem or whatever, man science building. You know what I mean?
Just translate it. It's a men's hospital.
It's a men's health hospital. And it's all got to do with reproductive failure and like impotence and all that. And you go there and they check, oh, you got low sperm count or you got this or that, or, you can't get it up, that kind of thing. They've got remedies for this. Yeah. But it's because it's such a widespread problem in China. And one way that young men and middle-aged men are trying to combat these problems is by looking at TCM. Yeah. And like Tai Chi and all this kind of stuff. And one of the things that happens is they punch themselves in the balls and do this kind of thing to try and fix the problem.
Pumping iron, really.
Yeah. I'll give that to you. That was good. That was good. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
What are we looking at?
I mean, the dude.
So you know how China's been suffering plagues and like all these things.
Yeah.
I say plague, like they had COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I don't know why I'm
they got this
laughing at that.
they
What
was
chikungunya.
Chikungunya.
They have biblical floods.
Yes, now
they had locusts for a while. Now they have toads, which is literally a biblical plague.
Yes,
right?
a plague of frogs.
Which is crazy because Tianjin's got like over 10 million people.
And you know what's interesting? That's where they just had that SCO meeting.
Their biggest, Tianjin is the most important city in China right now. Yeah. And then all of a sudden they get a plague of
frogs. Yeah, I know.
It's like all the auspicious bad auspicious things are happening. And people are so confused. They've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. I mean, those are actually frogs. I mean, it's, I
actually saw way better footage. They were everywhere. Like you couldn't see like in between them.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. People have been posting that being like, why? Because this didn't happen before.
No.
This is how you only have one chip, by the way.
Oh. So once you pop, you can stop.
You can stop, and he throws away the key, which I love. This is hilarious and dystopian. So there's a KFC being built across the road. This is a police station, okay? This is a Communist Party police station, and it's got a facial scanner to let the police in.
Yes.
Or people that are getting booked or whatever.
So anyone who goes in to talk to them needs to get their face scanned and whatnot.
But it's not allowing the door to open because it's trying to get the colonel's face.
Yes, yeah.
Which I thought was...
Yes, Uncle KFC is not allowed.
Usually not allowed. Just not allowed, So that happened. Which I thought was
pretty funny.
This woman came in, this cat followed her into this convenience store, and she decided to relax and have a cigarette.
Okay, she must be like the store owner.
Sure.
Because who's going to go walk into a convenience store and smoke,
there.
other than you, Circa, like whatever.
Stop it! It was for a demo.
I know, we were joking. We were proving a point. Anyway. Yeah, that'll teach her. Yeah, she's totally okay. She's like, oh, what happened to the cigarette? I mean, she's like, what's wrong with this cigarette?
Do you think it's hairspray? Or do you think it's one of those lighters that, because you know those Chinese lighters just blow up?
It's hard to say.
Yeah,
it's really hard to say. It's hard to say. I mean, probably the lighter. To create such a big fireball, it must have been the lighter.
It must have been. Give her a like, by the way, if you.
Yeah, she's fine. She's obviously feeling a bit singed at the moment.
Yeah, quick thumbs up for her.
Bollard.
By the way.
What a pause.
Not only a Bollard report, our largest Bollard report to
Maybe
date.
you can play the intro first and then say that.
I thought I'd interrupted,
Bollard.
Okay, yes. Today is our largest Bollard report. What is a Bollard? Let's quickly 10-second intro.
Yes, okay, so what's happening around China, and it has been for a number of years now, are these revenge against society attacks. Vehicular homicides are on the up and up. Every week there's some kind of mass ramming incident, people driving into crowds of people on the streets.
Purpose.
Yeah, on purpose. Yeah. So we've been seeing bollards erected around the cities around China, and like in great numbers. A bollard, as you know, is either a big pole or a big ball-looking thing that stops cars, so from going onto the pedestrian walkway or something like that. So anything to do with cars, really, is what our bollard report is. Now, this is a guardrail. Take a look at the guardrail. And, I mean, how bad and lazy do you have to be to screw the nut on, but don't actually install it properly?
Yeah.
So that guardrail is not going to guard too well if something hits it.
No. Like you said, this is our biggest bollard report ever. Where just recently there's been so many insane vehicular stuff happening. So we decided to do a full, like, kind of feel good, kind of insane compilation.
We're going to show you some fun stuff here too. Don't worry. So, that's just silly. Like, Chavdo. So, we've covered this before. When there's an accident involving a fancy Chinese EV, the guys run out and cover it so that nobody can see what brand it is. Okay, and this is another one of those instances. We won't dwell on it. We'll just keep moving.
This guy wants full command of the road.
He's like, get out of my way.
He's driving the wrong way.
He spat at him.
Wrong way down the road. He's like, get out of my way. And it worked. You know what? It worked.
Boy, it did.
Look at these guys messing around.
That's what happens, man. That's what happens.
Showboating like that.
Oh, well, they're okay, so it's
Their shoes fly off. That's the important
Always.
thing. Every time.
This, on the other hand, is...
this guy's trying to leave a parking lot, right?
I'm going to pause it.
Okay.
Because
I knew you would.
Both of us are very familiar with this kind of parking lot.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You see, what happened is when China built its cities in the beginning and built its apartment buildings, they didn't expect cars to be such a big thing. They thought maybe only the rich people would have cars. So when they built the parking lots inside, they didn't account for the amount of apartments.
Yes.
So for instance, you'll have like a couple of hundred to even 1,000 apartments in a block, right? And then there'll be maybe like 200 parking spots.
Yeah.
So to get a parking spot in your own building, I mean, first of all, there are waiting lists that are years long. Very expensive. You have to pay monthly, obviously, to use it. And so what happens is they all get filled up. But then you've got this kind of first come, first serve situation with the outside parking, like above the underground parking, like here you can see on the sides. And it's always a mess. People are just double parking, trying to park. It sucks. And it's this like maze you have to drive through every day. Horrible. One of the worst places to own a car is China, honestly. I mean, you can remember this well, right?
I do.
So this guy's coming out of this parking lot, and let's see how he does it. Just navigating the maze. You get very good at parallel parking in China.
Yeah. It's better.
Yes.
It does improve. This clip improves.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I guess I screwed up. What am I going to do now? That's what he's going to do. Awesome.
Really amazing.
Yes.
Really amazing stuff. Love that. Kind of miss that kind of chaos.
Yeah.
This is a cleaner, a street sweeper. Just get revenge on it.
For whatever reason.
We have a policeman on the front of a, what is it? A
truck.
One of those construction trucks.
Yeah. Actually more common than you'd think.
We wanted to follow up with this.
Here's another
here.
construction truck. By the way, just explaining the whole traffic cop thing is they'll stand in front of trucks and like stop.
You have to get weed.
And, drivers, sometimes they just lose it. They're like, no, I'm not going to stop. And they keep moving. They'll go slowly. They won't accelerate fast. They'll go slowly. But then the traffic cop will hop on to make them stop.
That got a way more response than I thought it would.
What?
The cop getting...
yeah. And then everyone, like, he'll be hanging on. And the driver's like, well, not my problem. You're not stopping me. And he's like, stop. And it can go for like,
he's like, don't
miles and miles.
I'm having such a good time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This shows you the danger of Chinese trucks.
What even, I mean, like, how is that even driving? I don't want to get into too much detail.
Well, it's pretty simple. The problem is they're so badly constructed. And and you've seen it as well, is they load them up. They don't secure the loads very well. And then when the truck breaks, the load shifts forward and just demolishes the cab.
Yeah, you have to secure the load. You can't let it go anywhere you want.
Yeah, for sure, dude. Anyway, so it demolishes the cab.
Don't understand that.
And usually, it demolishes the person inside too. In that case, the guy was still okay, but he was like down in there.
Yeah, he was like way down deep in that.
Exactly.
This is wild.
Okay.
But it's so common.
for once, guys, a bit of a treat. We want to show you some of China's beautiful countryside.
Yes.
Because China does have beautiful countryside.
It does.
We've been around the entire country on motorcycle. And once you get away from the big cities, when you finally get to the parts where factories and the local government hasn't been able to like destroy it,
Yeah.
you get some nice areas.
For sure.
This is a nice area. So this is what happens when you're driving in a nice area in China. Right. Just cruising along. And all of a sudden,
why?
people are having
Can you get us out of
yeah,
this so
I
people
will.
can
People
see?
are having a picnic in the middle of the road.
Why?
Well, I told you it's good scenery, right?
It's good scenery. Maybe go like over that little guardrail.
Yeah, why can't they do it in the bicycle lane? At
Yeah.
least? It's
Come
quite
on.
ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Do they have a death wish?
Maybe.
Well, I mean, like they've been set up and they're quite established over there. I feel like, you
Yeah.
know, they just decided this is our spot. Dude, you know what it is? They wanted to be in the shade.
For sure, that's shade.
Because look, on that other side, the sun is there.
Yeah.
They want to be in the shade.
They don't want to end up like those soldiers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, hey, we found a nice shady spot.
True.
Scenic. We got a little river here. It's kind of like Colorado-esque.
It is. It
In a
does
way.
look like Colorado, yeah.
And it's like, we're going to chill and enjoy a nice meal. We set up our table, our plastic chairs, all of that stuff. Take a look. They're really well established in the middle of the freaking road.
That looks like Hubei to me.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Anyway, that's something you might encounter in China.
You know what though? Those people are probably. What do you think their jobs are? Can you pause it real quick? What do you think? What would you guess their job is? What was
Nothing.
No, I mean like if you were to attribute a job to them, what would they be?
Grab hags?
A job, a real job.
Oh, like a real job.
Yeah, a real career. Because they're in the countryside, what would they be?
Nongs.
Which are in
Farmers.
English. Correct.
Oh, come on. No.
Time. What? Where are we at, guys? Give me a lac farmer report.
Oh, I was wondering where
play that song.
wondering where you were going with this garbage. Seriously.
Make sure we're getting the lakhs there. If I pull it up, we're at 1,834 lakhs. We need to get to 3,000 lakhs. All right, guys.
Yes, please.
Please click the thumbs
Please
up.
do
button
it so we can
I
get
don't have to
rid of
do this
him, yeah.
ever again. Thank you very much.
Yes, because if you hit 3,000 likes, there's no more hats. There's no more like.
There's no more interruptions.
Yes, there's no more like farmer.
Yes.
Please. Okay. All right. Enough of the like farms. Okay, let's continue. All right. Moving on. Literally.
Literally moving on
Yeah.
from I mean that's just wild,
Yeah.
right? Oopsies. Oh my goodness, this is a two-parter. Is that not awesome?
I think that's incredible.
Isn't that incredible? I didn't show you that on purpose. I
Yeah.
wanted you to have an organic response.
Because, like, okay, that's part of the fence. Because if you
Yes.
take a look, it's a two-parter.
Yes.
Because there's like an advertisement on
Yes.
there. And as it rises, obviously, it has the top and the bottom. It works together.
Did I not tell you China in the past couple weeks has had the most ridiculous vehicular clips?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Exactly. So obviously the auntie doesn't know how to control her scooter. Bam. And the bottom of the guy that just looks
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
He's like,
amazing.
what are you doing? Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
So recently there's been some crackdowns on e-bikes in China.
Yes.
So people have been getting electric wheelchairs and souping them up like crazy.
Yes.
Right? They did this originally in Guangzhou. Okay.
Yes.
So in Guangzhou, this is a thing to get around the bans.
Yeah.
And so people are getting handicapped scooters, like disabled people scooters.
Yeah.
I don't know what the correct word is these
Yes.
days, but disabled people scooters.
Yes.
And so now people are doing it in other cities where they've banned e-bikes.
Because look, see, they're taking people's e-bikes away. So now they just have a wheelchair because it's still classed as,
Yes.
if you're disabled, you need
Yes.
to be able to still use a wheelchair legally, right?
Yes, and they're ripping.
Yeah.
They have tuning shops now where they're
Yes.
like, I mean,
That's
that's
ridiculous.
crazy.
Yeah.
And they're ripping. That guy's going
Like-
47 kilometers.
Yeah,
an
I
hour
know.
in
It's
a
like 50
wheelchair.
kilometers an hour.
This old man's just
Yeah.
ripping. They have mods on them.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. Like this guy lost control. of his
That
car.
wheelchair thing will come to an end. The cops will.
Oh, for sure,
I mean,
for sure.
they will crack down on it.
It's ingenious though. It shows you how ingenious Chinese people
Oh
are
yeah,
to get
just-
around laws.
They're very
dumb
good at
laws.
getting around the laws. Yeah, for sure. That guy just lost his truck.
Yeah.
Get us out of there.
Oh. He's gonna be in trouble.
Yeah,
Big trouble.
for sure.
Not good.
Oh,
Not good.
yeah. At
happens.
least there's some entertainment for the locals over there.
Yeah, nothing much happens. This is a crazy story. So
Yeah.
it'll come up in the side in a second.
So this guy, he's sitting up there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's probably got pulled over for having his e-bike or whatever, because they want to confiscate. By the way, we've been putting this off for a long time because we have a huge amount of footage. We thought like maybe it's a bit boring for our audience, so we haven't shown it. But the police have been confiscating electric bikes, like e-scooters, en masse in all the cities around China. And the reason they're doing this is it's a way for them to make money. Okay, because obviously they fine people and then they can, you have to pay to get your e-bike back.
It's police criminal extortion.
Yeah. And it sucks because it's the lowest denominator. They go after the people with the e-bikes are the delivery guys, the people that have no money, they can't afford a car, so they can only get around on these cheap e-bikes.
Yeah.
So they're actually extorting
farmers,
the poorest people. It sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this guy's got pulled over and he's like, screw this. So he's waiting there. He's like, yeah. Hops in the cop car, and you can see the police are going to come. There they come running. See them up there? Come running after him, a bit too late. And he led them on a chase, but unfortunately he ran over a whole bunch of people,
Which we're not going to show.
We won't show that.
But yeah, GTA 6 is out.
Yes,
in China. It's in Shijiazhuang right now.
Yes, exactly.
This is the first live demo.
See the huge police response that happened there? But they did catch him,
which was good.
Up there. Yeah, you shouldn't be doing that kind of thing.
No. What the heck?
How did that make it in here?
Why are you going back?
Just to make sure what is it that you're putting in here?
Why do you think I did that?
I don't know.
You did the subliminal thing.
Yeah. This is you getting revenge.
Is it?
I think so.
I don't know why that was in there. So this is a parking dispute?
Yes.
Again, so many vehicular craziness.
This is again inside one of those places. You see how everyone parks everywhere, everyone gets in everyone's way, but that's not what you expect to get out of it.
New crab man. Yeah, you mean clam man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what the heck, dude? That's a jump scare of note. Yeah. I mean, that's I almost said something I can't say. It makes sense in Chinese, but I won't say it.
Okay. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
It's not racist.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
It would make sense, but it would not make sense in English. Okay,
this does not make sense to me.
This is regarded.
There's so many people that should not be operating vehicles in China.
Yeah.
And this is a very good example of that.
For sure.
I think 99% of our audience would be able to get out of this situation, not actually even get into this situation.
Yeah, I think that's a better way.
Where you do not know how.
The regarded is off the charts.
She keeps hitting the thing too. Does she not know how to turn the handlebars and walk backwards a little bit?
That is so dumb. It's shocking. No way!
Dude.
I forgot.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched it to the completion.
She should not be near a vehicle.
No.
Ever again.
Neither should this woman.
Yeah, or, okay, she shouldn't be near a vehicle, but I'd like you to pay attention because the poncho-wearing woman, okay, she walked past her, unlocked her car, got in her car, and... She's okay, by the way. But how dumb do you have to be, or how unobservant do you have to be?
Why are you squatting in the middle of a parking lot in front of a car where people are getting in?
That too. Also,
this is insane, by the way.
Yeah.
This guy veers off.
Yeah.
Pipe flies over. He whacks into that truck, right?
Yes.
But then this one.
That truck loses control.
Goes across and smashes into that one.
Ooh, it's rough.
Dude, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a big one. Isn't
that crazy?
Yeah. That just brought back a memory. When I was actually on my way up to get my driver's license, because I told the story of how I got my driver's license in China. It's kind of a crazy one, but we were in this little mini bus type thing, and they were driving us up to Guangzhou from Shenzhen. Oh, no, we got to Guangzhou, then we get in the minibus. They drove us to some rural little testing station. That was the way they got around it, right? On the way there was one of these massive accidents with just the trucks overturned.
We've seen 20 of those.
Horrific.
Yeah.
And I can remember because there were a couple of other foreigners in this bus because it was like a foreign service type thing.
Right.
And one of them was like, you sure you still want to get your driver's license? I was thinking to myself, it's risky. It's risky to drive here. It really is.
It really is dangerous.
Okay, this has been a trend. We've all seen this kind of trend. It's like a joke, right?
Yeah, but this one's way better.
Yeah.
Because it's not what you think.
Can we spoil the joke?
Should we poll? Or we have a poll later.
Yeah, we have a poll. The joke is usually who's going to survive? Is he going to be able to stand his ground? But then the rope's always cut, and then it just goes off, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if they did it properly this time. Oh, yes, gotcha. He actually had an accident.
That's awesome.
It's great.
That's freaking awesome. Dude, it's been absolute chaos in China for cars and vehicles.
Yeah, it has. This,
All in the past few weeks.
this again, I hope our audience can try and figure out what the heck is going on with this.
Going on?
Okay, guy's reversing out.
Okay.
E-bike pulls up.
Smoking.
Doesn't even look at
Guy's
the car.
just
He
smoking.
stopped, didn't look at the car. Right?
He goes, I need to drag this cigarette right
Yeah,
now.
he's smoking. The guy in the car's like, what? What's going on? You know? So the guy is like, he's very close now. He's reversing. He's trying to figure a way around. The guy gets off his e-bike, hands behind his back, and just chills. Just walks off.
Why?
What? I mean, do you think he didn't see him?
I don't know.
Now he's looking at him.
I know.
And then he looks away. He doesn't care.
I'm telling you, there's some like a wave of regardation happening right now.
I don't know about you, but in this situation, I would literally get out of my car, pick the dude's bike up, and like throw it as far as I could.
I'd pick up the bike in the other way, in the other direction.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Maybe throw the bike at him. That's so frustrating. Look at this person doing like a 20-point turn.
What are you doing?
What? Like, why stop in the middle of the road like that?
Do you think he's a pengzi? Like an insurance scammer?
No, but then he would have like tried to crash into him or something.
True. He would have bumped him.
I think he just literally stopped there because he felt like he wanted to take a chill break and something like that.
This is crazy. Watch this. The guy almost hits her, right?
我没看到，我不能走吗？
那红灯没有看到。
红灯我不能走吗？我能不能走？红灯我不能走吗？
Okay, so he points and he goes, "You see the red light?"
Yeah.
And she goes, "I didn't see it, so I can't go." Right? And he goes, "You didn't see the red light?" And she goes, "A red light means I can't go?"
Yeah, exactly. That's what she said. She said, "What? A red light means I can't go?" It's like, yes,
That's what it means.
Yep.
This is it? I told you, it's nuts right now.
Well, honestly, the level of education when it comes to road rules and stuff in China is very lax, and that's why it's so dangerous to ride and drive in China. Because I mean, we did it for years.
It's shockingly dangerous.
And there's no such thing as right of way. And yes, of course, on paper there is, but when you're driving in China, people just pull out. And like her, she feels entitled that when it's a red light means she can go.
It literally doesn't make sense.
No.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Well, then again, in China, the stock market, when it's red, it means the stocks are up, and green means it's down.
Maybe she's been confused her entire life, and green means stop and red means go for her.
Remember when I remember the first time.
Yeah.
I actually saw someone. Excuse me. I saw someone. I'm crying on her behalf. I saw someone. They were in like one of those small restaurants or whatever, and they had their phone open.
Yeah.
And the stock market was on there, and they weren't crying, but they were so upset, and the whole phone was green. I just got to China.
Yeah.
It was green. I'm like, what the heck? Why are they so upset? The stocks are green, and then I learned that
it means they're all down. It's like, terrible.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, what's going on?
This is something we see all the time. We got this a few months ago. I forgot to play it.
Okay.
This is something you'll see all the time in China. People miss their exit.
Yeah.
And they'll go the wrong way. In fact, I've been in cars with people who have done this, going the wrong way down the highway.
I almost died because of one of these people,
All of us have.
Yeah.
Probably everyone in China's almost died because of these people.
Yeah.
Because it's very common.
Yes,
In
and
fact,
it's in
you
the
used to-
fast lane
remember
too.
You used to corral them.
Yes, I used to actually physically stop them. I've got a video of me forcing one of them to turn around.
very funny. I think I filmed you, right?
Yeah, we've got it on camera. Because I get so pissed off.
I used to call you the shepherd.
Yeah, yes. Here's another example. You're in a freaking tunnel. Okay, You're in a tunnel, and this person decides, I think I may have taken the wrong exit, or I kind of want to go back the way I came.
And what do you notice about the car? It's that would cost like millions of RMB.
Yeah, it's a Mercedes S-Class, very expensive in China.
So everyone thinks they're entitled.
Yes, because if you're driving an expensive car, it means you're above everyone else.
Correct. And what else do you notice about it?
It's filthy.
It's filthy.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to wash their cars in China because it costs money.
Yeah, exactly.
And what I mean by that is like they'll wait until the last minute.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like a company car or something like that. You know what I mean?
Dude, it was actually weird to convince my wife that washing the car is a good idea.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's not a stereotype.
when we
That's a real
first
thing
came
in
here,
China, yeah.
my wife didn't want to wash her car. I'm like, we gotta, you gotta keep up appearances. You gotta look nice. Like, look after the car, look after you. She couldn't get her head around it.
Yeah, entitled.
Dude, I'm sorry, but like, how dumb do you have to be to do a U-turn in a freaking tunnel? Can you see in the rearview mirror
Yes,
there?
and you know why they don't care? Because they're either a CCP official in the government or they're a mafia, or in most cases, both.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And by the way, this is not a dual carriageway. This is not like a, go this way. It's a single way.
Yep.
You can see the amount of traffic that's backed up because of that stupid Mercedes. Now they're going to be like, oh, I guess we got to turn around.
Sometimes this is the consequence.
Yes.
Try to
Sometimes you drive,
downstairs.
down the steps. But that's okay. You just get your friendly crane to come pull you out, I guess.
Who can tell me if we hit the like goal? Let me know in the chat.
Yeah.
This is
I don't see this ending well.
absurd.
Yeah.
I can't, right?
No. I mean, where are they taking it?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh!
See, that ended up
work out.
worse than it should have.
What's happening here?
It's Chongqing again.
It's Chongqing, the cyberpunk city. You know, it is cyberpunk. Look at that. That's dystopia.
It's dystopian. I wouldn't say cyberpunk, just dystopian.
Isn't cyberpunk dystopian?
Yeah, I suppose so.
I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Yes, biggest Bollard report yet. And now it's time for a word.
Yes. I've finally nailed my morning routine with AG1, as we've been drinking for years, right?
Good for you.
Now I'm focused on optimizing my nighttime ritual. We're both working parents.
Yes.
So falling asleep quickly isn't always easy, but this new routine has made a huge difference. AGZ has now become my go-to nightly drink to help me wind down and get quality rest.
One might also say AGZ.
Yes, you could do either, but you
Yeah.
know it's an American thing, so I'm going to say AGZ.
Yeah, but
okay?
if you consume it in a country that's not American, you
call
can
it
say
AGZ.
AGZ. Give me my AGZ.
For sure. I feel so much better in the morning after drinking AGZ, more refreshed and less groggy. The taste is incredible. A calming mixed berry. I personally like the mint chocolate flavor. There's
Right.
even a normal chocolate flavor. What's your favorite?
My wife's only given me the chocolate flavor, so I don't
Okay.
know the others.
And you
but-
like it?
Yeah, it's nice.
it's nice.
Yeah, my wife makes it for me every night now.
Oh, that's really nice. It's very soothing at night.
Yeah.
The frother it comes with is awesome. It makes it creamy. It makes it creamy, and it makes it feel like a treat.
Yeah.
I love that there's no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, and no added sugar. When I'm ready for bed, it's time. AGZ in hand, lights off, and I'm gonna drift off into a peaceful rest.
Very nice.
AGZ is one of the few sleep supplements with both magtine, which is magnesium L-threonate, a clinically tested form of magnesium to improve sleep quality and support cognitive function.
By the way, they're giving this free frother with
Yeah,
it.
that's coming up. It's coming up. Saffron, a high-quality ingredient known to support calm and relaxation. And each serving delivers 250 milligrams of highly bioavailable magnesium, providing over half your daily value. Together, these ingredients help calm your body and mind before bed, improve sleep quality, and help you wake up feeling rested without grogginess. If you're ready to turn down the stress and focus on the rest, head to drinkag1.com/ADV to get a free frother with your first purchase of AGZ. That's drinkag1.com/ADV, and we love it.
Yeah, can recommend 100%. Thank you once again to AG1, and it's time for us to continue with the show.
Absolutely. It's Beyond the Great Firewall, where we take you into the trends of China. And can you pause it right here? Because this is probably one of, I have to preface
Yeah,
this.
this is incredible.
I'm going to say 2025,
Yeah.
my favorite segment so far.
Okay.
Because of how hilarious. I love a good troll.
Sure.
Everyone loves a good troll, especially when you're trolling the Communist Party of China.
Oh yeah.
Right? That's everyone can get behind that.
Oh, 100%.
Except for the CCP officials.
Sure, sure.
So what's been happening, and it's been happening for 2 years, but it's really ramped up recently,
Yeah.
is Taiwan, which China claims is their own, has free open internet.
Yeah.
They have a free it's a free country, a free
Yeah,
open democracy. They can
yeah.
say whatever they want, right?
Yep.
Now, in this country, in Taiwan, that China claims is its own, they have been going onto Chinese TikTok streams
Yep.
and then paying people to say certain things that might get them into trouble.
Yeah.
And it's part of this great internet war. What's great about it is that China can do nothing in retaliation because there's nothing banned in Taiwan.
Yeah.
So they can't do anything to be like, I gotcha, you said something you weren't supposed to. Because
Yes.
they can say anything, right?
Yeah.
So they've been going to these Douyin streams, these Chinese TikTok streams. And there's this new thing in China called, you can play it.
Oh yeah. Do we have an example?
We do. They're called group dance idols, okay?
Yeah.
And what group dance idols are, they dance on screen and you pay them and they'll say your name, do a little dance, do a little song. It's the end of the world. It's like Black Mirror. It's stupid.
By the way, very
brain rot.
very heavily filtered.
Of course, obviously. We know.
Just for those people who don't know, you look at these women here, and they've got these very long legs and very pretty faces, but those are filters.
Sure.
It's kind of incredible how effective these filters are. I mean, these women are much shorter and they look very different to what you see.
It could be pretty.
Yeah,
Who knows?
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying like it's unrealistic.
For sure. And that's part of the course in China.
I understand.
It's brain rot.
Yeah.
And this is pure brain rot. I think in its peak form, if I'm totally honest with you. China's really just lost the plot. People are on their phones like 12 hours a day watching this crap.
Yeah.
It's drivel. It's to distract people from their miserable lives.
Yeah.
But what's fun is that while all these groups are raking in tons of money while doing this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Taiwan is perpetuating their internet war by targeting these things because these are the most watched things in China. Right. These are the most watched things in China. It's going to get the biggest audience, right?
Yes.
So there's particular groups and these people where they're paying them to say certain things. Like, for example, what's about to come up here, you'll see a furry type dude, which will start in a second. It's just showing you all the different examples.
Did you translate it? Did you put subtitles?
I did.
Then I'll get us out of here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is we're just giving you an example of what this stuff is. It's all over the Chinese internet, Chinese Douyin, which is TikTok, You
get the idea, right?
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's... Yeah. Man, this is just...
抓住你咯，静平。
Can we pause it on him first?
Sure, I know you love the guy.
Can I say something?
Sure.
What's this like floating dance that people do? What is this?
Like floaty?
Yeah, they're like helium. Like, what is this? What is this? Why is everyone like bouncing like
It's
this?
fighting game character stunts.
It is. Like, choose your character.
Yeah, that's what it is,
Anyway, so what they're doing, what the Taiwanese people are doing is, you know the leader of China's
I caught you, Jinping.
Is Xi Jinping, right? You can't talk about Xi Jinping.
No, you're not allowed to.
You'll die.
Dude, you're not allowed to bring him up at all. In fact, his name is censored. You can't even comment about it.
In many aspects, right? So unless it's something like the news and
absolutely.
I love our leader, that kind of thing.
You cannot say Xi Jinping is looking a little chubby today.
You can't say he's handsome.
You can't say Xi Jinping, anything.
Right.
Because you just can't. Yeah.
It's a dictatorship.
Yeah.
And it's like North Korea level dictatorship. You FAFO.
Yes.
If you F around, you'll find out what happens.
Yes.
So what they've been doing is just doing Jinping. They get rid of the Xi.
Xi is the surname and Jinping is his name, okay? So his name is Jinping.
So
Jinping.
Technically, someone else could be named Jinping.
I mean, there are tons of people in Germany called Adolf.
Exactly.
Right.
So technically someone could be named Jinping. Now these streamers are going 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours a day.
Yeah, and they just get fed this live stuff. So people are like, they'll pay money and say, say happy birthday, whatever, give it a random name. So they've been doing this the whole day.
Yes.
So it gets slipped in. So kind of like what happens to you when they type Mike Hawk or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you guys get me with those silly names.
Yeah.
So what's interesting here is these guys are so like, I don't know, their brains are just turned off because they're just regurgitating slop all day.
Yes.
That they'll say like, I caught you, Jinping.
This is a very disturbing looking young man.
It's so disturbing, but at the same time, this is so illegal in China. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
So the Taiwan trolls are paying him to say this kind of stuff, which we could play some of these.
Yeah,
this is
okay.
amazing.
So I like that he's like a policeman fox.
Yeah. It's
抓住你咯，静平。
静平，过来，坐下。 静平，
Yes.
过来，坐下。
静平，别说话。就不要小嘴巴。静平，我帮。
I'm sorry, but imagine saying,
oh my gosh.
Jinping, shut up.
Those guys are screwed.
Xi Jinping, shh.
They're screwed.
Yes, they don't know what they're saying.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. So it's obviously these Taiwan internet trolls are going on there and they're going in there and they're like paying money and say like, oh, my name's Jinping.
Yes.
Tell me to shut up. And then they're like, do it.
I don't want this to be a thing where only we understand how serious this is.
Oh, yeah, it's so
you have
serious.
to understand. This is a no. As someone's heads will roll. Probably,
big time.
Maybe not the presenter, but the because a lot of these guys are run by companies.
Yes.
They're screwed.
Yeah.
You can't do this.
No, you can't. It's hilarious, though. I love that what
so
Taiwan's
funny.
done here. Yeah.
And they take it even further, which we'll have to explain the nuance in a little bit. This is the most popular group in China.
Okay.
They're probably the biggest account on Douyin, which is China's TikTok.
Let's take a look.
And they got them to do this.
作为富豪，我们准备出发喽！
金瓶宝宝接力高，来了来了。
So pause that real quick. You can
Okay.
see so they'll actually put that in there, and they'll do. They want to do the Shangche dance. The Shangche
Yes,
dance is
yes.
like get on. It's called get on the bus.
Yeah.
It's something this girl group has created. They
Yeah.
play this horrific horn sound all the time.
Yes.
They have
I've
this
heard
little
it.
rap.
Yes.
It's like a little poem.
Yeah.
And they basically say, "Oh, Winston, you're so handsome.
Get on
you're,
the bus.
You're great. You know,
Yeah.
like
We're here to pick you
we're
up.
Here to pick. We're gonna cheer you up. You know,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
say encouragement, right?
Yeah.
And then they go, okay, get off the bus now. It's time. You know, you pay a certain
Yeah.
amount of money, you can get that. That's what they're famous for. That dance. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So they did it with Jinping. here.
Jinping, yeah.
We'll play the whole thing. But you can see that.
金瓶宝宝作为富豪，我们准备出发喽！
金瓶宝宝接力高，来了来了，帅好帅，金瓶宝宝真的帅，
你最帅呀，好哇塞！我金瓶总裁实力派，
哇塞哇塞，
他人见有人爱。
好帅好帅，拜拜。小宝贝，我们来。
Okay, so what they did, you can keep playing it.
Okay.
I turned it down.
I'll turn it down some more. Yeah.
They did not only did that,
Yeah.
they then got them to shout out all like the pro-democracy Taiwanese politicians that are anti-China, like
Yes.
anti-CCP.
That's funny.
And so they got these like mainland groups to be shouting out the president, like the president of Taiwan.
That's hilarious.
And some pro-democracy presidents and politicians that are there that are very much against like unification of the CCP.
Yes.
So they got these like top Chinese accounts that are, you know, they have millions of people watch,
Yes.
tens of millions.
So
if not
tens of
hundreds.
millions of like Chinese people in mainland China are watching this.
Watching these Taiwanese democracy politicians get shouted out.
Yeah, exactly.
It's absolutely amazing.
It's hilarious.
I love this so much. It's one of my favorite things that's happened.
Yeah, it's
recently.
good. That's proper like activism, you know?
Yeah, and it's funny.
Yes.
It's funny. It's harmless. It's not harmless.
No,
It's so
it's
harmful.
not. It's no, yeah, it's
so
not
harmful.
harmless. Yeah, yeah. Heads will roll.
Heads will
Yeah.
roll. But
Yeah.
you know what? It's in support of free speech,
Correct.
democracy, right? So it's very funny to constantly keep trolling these people, and they just don't get it. They
No.
just don't get it.
No,
They have no concept of what they're saying.
no, it's awful. What a life though. Imagine this is all you do all day.
Yes. I know, right? This is peak like and fall of man stuff.
I've been there into those streaming
Yeah.
houses. I've seen how it works. I did a documentary just before I left China, and I went to one in Shanghai.
Yeah.
And the girls literally live in this house. Then they sleep. They get up. They start streaming. While they get up, the other one that's just been streaming for like 6 to 8 hours straight goes to lie down and sleep in the bed. And it's like a rotation. It's like it's a factory. It's absolutely dystopian. It's horrible.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, we hit 3,000 likes.
Oh, okay, good.
Thank you, guys.
No more like farmer.
That's what you think. This is I found this is from 2
Yeah.
years ago.
Okay, 2 years ago.
This is where I think it started. Taiwanese trolls got this guy to say,
Yeah.
Xi Jinping, I fully support you and all this stuff, right? But he has, what's funny is he has a,
Yeah, let's see. Let's get back to it.
OK。
我是习近平最大旗，看全。
he's got a
Jinping.
golden bottle, which if you change the tone,
Yes.
jinse is,
Yes,
is
gold,
gold,
yeah.
right?
And
And a
ping
ping
is a
is a
bottle.
bottle. So
Yeah.
he's got a
Is
golden
he saying like
bottle.
wash gold bottle?
I can't tell because there's no subtitles.
Okay.
But yeah, so in this case here, this guy, he got removed immediately.
He got completely just for saying gold bottle because it sounds like
Right.
Jinping, but he did say she though.
He did, and he got trolled. He
Yeah.
got trolled.
He got
for
trolled
sure.
into saying it
By the Taiwanese.
But why does he have a gold bottle?
I think maybe to soften the blow.
No, but I mean, like, if
Yeah,
he
why
was being
does he-
trolled,
why
why
does
does
he-
he have that?
Why does he own that?
Maybe they said like, if you can show us a gold bottle on stream, we'll pay you.
That's
or
not what it
something.
says in the chat, but whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. My point is, it started about a couple years ago.
Maybe this guy himself's a bit of a dissident. Maybe he's an edgelord.
Maybe he's an edgelord.
Maybe he's always like, oh, I'm going to wash my gold bottle or something. Xi Jinping. You know what I mean? You never know.
That could be
Yeah.
funny. Anyway, we
好
thought
谁
this
敢
was
与他为敌？
interesting to look at some of the
是
history
敌
here.，
我是他的好哥们儿，也是他的一面大旗。江湖庙堂今天变，晋平的庙在此现。我也
So these guys do these shout outs or whatever, and they were like, dude, are you okay? Okay, man?
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
are you okay? Because he obviously got removed.
Yeah, yeah.
from
Shut him
streaming.
down.
And you can't do that. You can't talk about the leader or anything about the CCP in China.
你给我
Which I
撤
think
回
is
了
very,
啊！
very
Yeah, you
funny.
see his whole thing got shut down after that. You just saw it over there
Yeah.
when this person is screen recording. See, there's his account. Yeah.
不是，
It's all
那
shut
你给我
down.
发了
There's
撤回
nothing
干
there.
嘛？
Which is fascinating. What's this?
This last week, we showed you inside the university dormitories. Remember, everybody got poisoned in the normal university. Anyway, we showed you that they had to pay to use the water. Okay, specifically hot water over here. So this is kind of fascinating. Get us out of here because it's subtitled.
咱接死！我操，牛逼！牛逼了！看一下一碗泡面要多少钱？好吧？
Gosh.
广东一个男学生打学校的开水泡方便面，方便面才3块，谁知道热水竟要9块多。
Okay, that was it's a little fuss, but basically, it's a staple of university students is to eat instant noodles.
Yeah.
You have no idea how much of this stuff is consumed in China. Like, I didn't realize how. We all know everybody eats instant noodles, especially when you're a student, you're
Yeah,
poor.
when you're
you
in college,
can't-
we do it here.
But the sheer amount of consumption of
yeah.
instant noodles in China is off the charts.
Yes.
So you're a university student. You buy the instant noodles. They cost 3 RMB in this case. Okay, what is that in dollars? Can you pull it up?
It's like 25 cents.
Yeah, they're very cheap.
Yeah.
However, the hot water, you have your card. That's like a student cafeteria card, basically, and all universities have them. When I studied at Shenzhen University, I had one of those too. So you refill it. They've got
Yeah.
these machines where you can refill them, right? So when you go to the cafeteria and you want to buy something, use your card. Dude, okay, if you want to go use now hot water now, you have to use it too. But it costs 9 RMB for the hot water. They're really fleecing the students. You know what I mean? Like, what's going
That's
on?
crazy.
So
So it's 3 times for the water.
Yes, the instant. How in what universe does it cost 3 times more for the hot water than it did for
And don't
the
think this is,
food?
don't think it's like, oh, this is how they get you, because this is not specific to the instant noodles. This is just to get a little bit of hot water.
Yes, this is only hot water. So if
Yeah.
you wanted to make tea or something like that, you're paying exorbitant amounts. It's cheaper to go get a tea in an actual restaurant
It
than
is.
it is to use the hot water. And again, it just shines a bit of a spotlight on the fact that in China, basic amenities that most people take for granted
Yeah.
as being free
Yeah.
aren't.
Yeah.
Like I recently,
Yes.
I took my friend across on that road trip.
Yeah.
I made a video, and in the rest stops, you've got those water fountains, drinking water. It's free. You don't have to pay. You've got vending machines. You can
Yeah.
buy like a $3 smart water if you want.
Yeah.
Or you can actually just drink the free water. It's up
'cause
to
it's
you.
fine.
It's totally
Yeah.
fine. In China, there is no such thing.
There's no free water.
There's no free water. It's all contaminated, so you have to have filtered and whatever. But it's just kind of crazy. Here's another example of a student showing, in her school. By the way, that looks kind of filthy, but whatever.
What do you expect?
You have to use your student card and pay for water. In this case, it's like 4.8 RMB.
And this is a relatively
4.9.
new phenomenon. That's why everyone's freaking out.
Yeah. So you have to pay for your hot water, for your little teacup or whatever.
Not very communist, is it?
No, it's not.
By the way, school's not free in China. School
It's
is free in
not.
America.
Yes.
I want to remind people, a lot of people across the world think that America's all like cutthroat capitalism and stuff.
Yeah, because you always hear about student loans.
Yeah. School's free.
Yeah.
From literal kindergarten till 12th grade.
Yes.
School is not free in China, despite if you go to the government website, it will say that it's not.
It's not. There are
We've
those
debunked
fees.
this.
Yeah, last time we
Everyone
debunked
pays
it, yeah.
tuition.
Big time. I was surprised, because my daughter goes to school here, obviously. I was surprised that it was free. I always thought you had to pay for it here. No, it's free.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, it's Slopaganda, and I love Slopaganda, and it's
Yes.
time for us to bring back some Roberts, because these robots, I'm sorry, but you just see them everywhere. It's so annoying these days. So the reason I wanted to show this is what they've been doing lately. This is a PR stunt, by the way. Don't for 1 minute think that this is common in China for them to have robot crossing guards.
No.
They don't.
This got like tens of millions of views.
Yes. What they do is, especially this company Unitary and other robotics companies, what they do is they dress up the robots in whatever uniform or whatever funny way, and then they do like a PR stunt where they'll film it for a bit.
Yeah.
But you have to bear in mind, even the top humanoid robot like this has like a battery life of maybe 2 hours tops, maybe 2 hours tops. So this is not a replacement for a actual crossing guard. It's just there for a PR stunt. It's just there to film their robots saying like, look, they can potentially be used in these different roles.
That's right.
But what I don't like about it is it's just a little bit of fun. It's fun and games. It's a PR stunt. But then people will take something like this and they'll go and post it as if China is living in the future and you have robot policemen on all the streets.
Yes.
It's
Because
once
they did
off.
it once and it's not, and it's done after this.
Yeah,
cell phone
this is
shoot.
not something that's going to continue happening. Yeah. Anyway, so let's look at some of the real-world implications of robots in China. I'll get us out of here.
这个配送车拐到这个小路上，然后前面有个栏杆挡住了，看怎么解决？怎么办？
Okay, we have a bit of a poll over here, guys. So, as you can see, we have one of those autonomous delivery vehicles in China, and it's supposed to be delivering something. So, there's a little gate stopping it.
I put up a poll, but you wrote A, B, C, D, and I wrote 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys will figure it out.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah.
figure it out,
Basically, one is A, B is... Okay, so what will it do? Will it one, go around, two, back up and turn around, C, go through, or D, catch on fire? Let's see.
Go ahead and vote, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to see what happens with this autonomous... So this is autonomous delivery robot.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
It's supposed to have like, I guess, a LiDAR sensor on top or something like that, but
Yes. I'm going to let this get to 1,000 votes because people are ripping. This is great, guys.
Yep. Excellent.
And after you do this, by the way, because your finger's like on the click button, you
don't
gotta
do
click
it.
like.
Don't
no,
do it.
dude, yes, click like.
I mean, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
I appreciate
Sure,
if our
yeah.
audience clicks like, but I'm saying like...
Because it'll help us.
Yeah. You're not wearing the hat. You're not supposed to say that.
I'm sorry, I just thought because while we're waiting for this to populate.
No, I see. Yeah.
Okay, we're coming up here on the vote threshold here.
Okay.
Go around, back up, turn around, go through, or catch on fire. The winner of this poll
Yep.
ended up being number 4, which is D, which is catch on fire.
Well, let's take a look, shall we?
By a lot, by the way. That was
Okay.
56% of people.
Wow. Let's see what actually happens. Here goes.
这怎么办？哎呦呦呦呦呦！哦，哇塞！
I like how it stopped after it.
Yes.
Correct answer is C.
Well, okay, before we continue here, guys, this shows you how bad these things are. Because look, there's an obstruction.
Yes.
It recognizes there's an obstruction
Yes.
because it stopped.
Yeah.
And its decision was to drive through the obstruction.
Yes.
And only after it hit something, it stopped. What if that was a child?
What do you mean, what if? Do you think this hasn't happened?
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, maybe there's a child sitting on a bike or something.
Yeah.
And so it stops and it thinks about it for like 20 seconds and it's like full speed ahead.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
sorry, but like how dangerous is this?
It's worse than catching on fire because
Yeah.
it shows you this is what they do.
It will ram something over.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've got another example.
哎呀，我的天哪！
I love that it thought about crashing.
Yes. Here's another one. Right? So it's like, oh, I'll stop.
I better stop. There's something there. China's such a freaking mess.
Yeah. And then it carries on. Okay, I'm sorry, but like,
I like that it screamed.
it's. I have to just harp on this for a little bit, guys, because okay, you got some pallets on the ground there.
Yes.
Again,
It became a popper, by the way.
it did, didn't it?
did.
It just popped out.
It did. We had some Tina Turners earlier.
Yeah, we did. Guys, those are pallets. It's detected that they're there.
Yes.
What if that was, I don't know, a dog
Yeah.
or a kid or anything valuable
Yeah.
or it could be anything.
Yeah.
Anything alive is lying down there. It detects it and it like sits there and it's like, well, screw it. I'm just going to go.
It's vials full of horseshoe crab blood.
Yeah, exactly. And then it just drives off.
Like became a popper. By the way, just so you know, in China, you guys got to know our terminology.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're driving in China, you'll get people that will stop and then turn around immediately, and you'll crash into them.
They'll just go right in the middle of your path. They don't look before they do a U-turn.
Those are called Tina Turners.
Yeah.
And then there's people, when you're driving, they'll come out from a side road in front of you and not look, and then you'll hit them.
They
That's
don't
called a
slow
popper.
down when they come to a main road. They come straight at full speed just across it.
Because people believe in fate. They don't
Yeah.
believe in, like, nothing's going to happen to me if it's not meant to be. It's a
Yes.
very dangerous way to live.
Correct.
We dealt with thousands of these.
Yeah. It gave us PTSD. Now when I ride a motorcycle
Me too.
and drive a car here in the States and I see someone coming up on a side road,
Popper.
I I
They're not
flinch.
poppers.
Yeah.
You know, we still flinch.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, let's take a look at what's happening with these amazing robots. Roberts. I guess what was going to happen is they were going to dress it up as a cop for the sidewalk.
Okay.
This is one of those, right?
Robert Attack. It reminds me of that soundbite we have, right?
Oh, you mean?
They have been attacking people.
Dude, it's
Put the demon back in there.
yeah, it's
the
pretty
cage.
rough. Like if
Yeah.
you think about it.
Yeah.
Anyway. What's this?
Reality feeling too stable? Get up on the 22nd floor with Chocolato. Oh my dear, Chocolato. That's our new merch. 22% shill broth. It's now available at thechinashow.threadless.com. Probably one of the best merch designs so far. This is from our in-house artist, Dragonella. You'll see into the 5th or 8th dimension if you drink Chocolato. This is a fantastic new piece of merch that we have at our merch store, the China Show merch store. It's limited edition. It's going to be gone soon. So you don't have much time left, but this is our Chocolato. This is what happens when you become a shill for the Chinese government. You drink the shill broth and you become a shill.
Yes.
It'll make you say things like, wow, I'm on the 22nd floor.
Yes, but it's actually the ground floor. Something like that.
Or you'll say, this is an 8D city.
Yes, or a 3D city.
Or a 3D city. You'll say whatever the Chinese government tells you.
We've also got our, Chabador and 好吃很好吃 t-shirts and 我是宠物 that kind of thing. Yes, as well as the America Bad Party shirts, which of course are always popular, and the China Show logo shirt.
Yes, and
what about
Slopaganda.
Resist Slopaganda?
Most importantly, though, right now the Chocolato is very limited. You might think you're on the ground floor, but you're actually living in the future. Got stickers too. But
guys,
yes, the Chocolato shirts.
The limited edition. We mean limited edition.
Yeah.
We had the Pig Bay shirts. They're gone.
Yeah.
If you didn't pick one up, they're never coming back.
It's gone.
Yeah.
So this is your one chance. Make sure you go to thechinashow.threadless.com. Pick up. You can get one for a gift. They come in comfort colors, different qualities.
Yep.
It's good
I think
stuff.
you probably see there's like a products thing down below somewhere. You can find them there too.
You can also find our watches.
Oh yes. What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing my gold Casio Step Tracker Illuminator.
Excellent. I'm wearing a very special Casio actually.
You are down below. If you click that, it helps us out too.
Yeah. Cool. I don't know if you guys know, but I've modified this. It's very modified. You wouldn't know that.
We could talk about that in another
Yeah.
thing.
We're going to talk about it in the Q&A because it's kind of cool. I want to tell you about it because it's very fancy. It's not what it seems. This is not a regular Casio watch.
Interesting.
It's got lots of cool fancy features.
That's not a product placement, by the way. We're just
No.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's something interesting. We'll talk about it in the Q&A.
to the main segment.
Yeah, sorry. Soft Power Hour, guys. This is actually the main segment of the show. I know it's been a long time to get to it today.
It's so much fun stuff. With what's been happening, we want to pick up the mood a little bit.
Yes, for
pick
sure.
up the bike a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's bring it down now.
Well, I mean, there are some big cover-ups that have been happening in China, and so we had to talk about them. First of all, the usual shenanigans have been going on. We've got the police arresting disabled people for performing in public. We've shown you a crazy clip before. This is similar. Now, what you see there is, well, not dead people, first of all.
No.
100% not.
Dude, the people spreading this clip around were trying to get clicks. They were being click farmers, what they were being, not like farmers.
Yeah, click farmers.
Like farmers are innocent.
Sure.
Click farmers are parasites.
Absolutely.
Don't be a click farmer. So here we have police arresting disabled people.
Yes.
And they do that in China. So disabled people will go out on their wheelchairs or whatever and try to perform, make some money because the government doesn't
they sing
support.
songs or whatever.
Government doesn't support people in China.
Yeah.
It's not a socialist country, even if you think it is. They arrest people for making China look bad, but they also pretend to get hurt when they fight against the cops and the cops too.
You're wondering why you've got these like policemen lying on the ground. Well, what happens is they will like come in and manhandle the disabled people or whoever. They'll manhandle them, and then the disabled people in this case will probably fight back, shove them.
There's a legless guy in the back.
Yes.
With a crutch. 2 cops laying down pretending to be hurt, and another guy laying down.
Yeah, this other guy obviously has some other disability we don't know. But anyway, what'll happen is they manhandle them, and then the couple fall down and be like, "Oh, you injured me, you know? Now you're gonna have to pay me money," type thing. And then what'll happen is the person who pushed him will also fall down, like, "No, you injured me more." Yes. And it's kind of like a staring game.
It's pathetic.
You know, it's like a who flinches first kind of thing. You know, so who can pretend to be injured longer? You know,
leave it to the Chinese police to beat up disabled.
I know. It's insane. Here's another example of this. It's a perfect example. So the guy smacks him on the head.
It's not that bad. I literally put that up just in case because
YouTube,
people are like sensitive, or not people like YouTube's sensitive.
Yes,
it's just totally fine. Both people are completely fine.
So I wanted to actually play that with us not in there. So let me just take it back a little bit. All right, guys. So what happens here is this is a perfect example. You can see it in action. Okay, they're having a dispute. Security guard whacks him with a pole. He's like, "Oh no!"
And he goes, "I better."
Oh my dear Chocolata, I'm gonna lie down.
Lay down on my
so then the security guard's like, "Oh, you hurt me." You know, it's like it's so dumb, but that's how it works.
Yes.
Okay,
let's rip through some of these.
Okay, so September 7th, Lanzhou, Jiaotong University Consulting Engineering Company Ltd. Was exposed for openly accepting bribes in a vehicle involving not only fund transfers, but also the receipt of an envelope stuffed with a thick stack of cash. The whistleblower stated that in the Litang Super Large Bridge project in Litang County, Garza Tibetan Autonomous Prefecture, Sichuan, the entity knowingly concealed serious quality issues with the pile foundations, yet still falsely claimed acceptance passed.
This is an insight into how Tofu drag works, all the buildings and bridges that fall down in China.
The company serves as the supervisory unit for Zone 3 of the 9th bid section of the National Strategic Project, the Sichuan-Tibet Railway.
That is the most communist thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, may as well just call it Factory Number 5.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the thing, guys. You can see the guys accepting a bribe here and whatnot.
That's par for the course in China.
But now, do you understand why you have bridges falling down?
Makes sense,
in
right?
China?
Yeah.
Okay? So you just took a stack of cash over there. Why do you have bridges falling down? Because they get bribed to say that it passed safety.
Yep.
And there are problems with the pile foundations.
Because people would be like, why is all this stuff in China fall down? It just doesn't make sense. Now you get it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it doesn't have to.
No.
Chinese people are very capable of building good quality things.
For sure.
But, you know, when there's shortcuts that can be taken and money to be made, that's just the way it works.
Yeah. So shout out to the Chinese dissidents that spread that around.
Yeah. You can read this one.
Oh, in September, just play it. Okay. September 9th, depositors of Henan Village Bank, including Wang Xiuying and Zhang Danjun, arrived in Beijing, where they went to the National Financial Regulatory Administration again, demanding written documentation for nearly 4 years of frozen bank card deposits. They couldn't get their money out for 4 years.
Yes.
So they went to Beijing to petition the government and say, hey, do something
Yeah,
about it.
because these guys literally can't get their money out of the bank. They deposited in their rural bank area, in the bank. Now they want their money out, and the bank's like, no.
Staff of the administration not only refused to respond to whether there was any procedure for freezing deposits, but instead stated that the National Financial Regulatory Administration cannot manage, nor is it able to manage the issue of whether banks allow depositors to withdraw money. It's literally their job.
Yes, that is their job.
That's what this people's democracy. What is it not? People's
full process people's democracy.
Communist Party of China, People's Republic.
Yeah,
is
exactly.
All about, right?
Yeah.
At some time around midnight on September 10th, some depositors rushed to the National Bureau of Letters and Calls, and that's where you go and make your complaints with the CCP, right? Despite the heavy rain and cold weather, a large group of aggrieved people were still lining up. The depositors said that their money had been frozen for nearly 4 years with not a single cent withdrawn, making life difficult, and yet they've always been unable to seek rights protection through legal channels. You can't.
It just shows you how hopeless it is.
Yeah.
You're given this lie that the government is there to protect you in China.
Correct.
And people go with it, and they will sacrifice their lives, their well-beings. They'll go through the worst possible stuff because they believe that the government has their back. But when it comes down to it, and they go to Beijing to try and petition, they're told to F off, basically.
Yeah, the furthest people will go normally is they'll be like, oh, my local government's corrupt, but at least I can believe in the central party in Beijing. What they don't realize is that's the reason that there's corruption all over the country is the central government.
Correct. So, I mean, just to quickly sum it up, imagine your entire life savings, you deposit it in the bank to keep it safe.
Yeah.
But when you go to the bank, they refuse to let you withdraw the money
Correct.
for 4 years.
Yes.
So you can't get your money out for 4 years. So then you finally go to the main central government to complain about it, and they tell you, not our problem.
And it's always the lower income people.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
It just shows you how bad the economy is in China, where the banks basically are stealing people's money.
Yeah. Quite literally.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know it might be getting boring for some of you out there, but every week we're showing you these people that are not being paid their wages.
Yeah.
They're being withheld for 6 months to a couple of years every time. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, we'll just show you some of the recent ones. We won't pause too much.
No,
but yeah,
well,
this is
we
crazy.
never know.
Well,
I got the pause finger over here.
With your itchy finger over there.
Yeah, I think, did you put this on loop or something?
I did not, no.
It's interesting.
I did not.
Yeah.
I mean, you know you have the ability to move forward, right?
I do. I'm scanning the crowd. It is a loop. What is this, Inception? Double Dream.
I'll be honest with you, you're the one that gave me the clip, so I did not push.
Well, now it's like faded back in as if it's going to continue.
Yes. I think, you know what the point was, is we were going to read it as it happened, but you keep pausing things.
This is true.
Right? You don't need to pause.
Dude, it's literally looping.
Then move forward.
Yeah, I will. These guys, they need their moment in the sun. I mean, their moment in the dark.
Our audience's time is too valuable.
You're right. Okay, I'll fast forward. It's gone.
While you're...
Oh, just as I do it.
Of course.
Okay, this is mad important. Okay.
Stop pausing.
Okay, do I have to?
Go ahead. Read.
Okay. September 11th at the Huamei Experimental School in Lufeng City. Now, guys, last time we had the normal university. Yeah. This time we have the experimental school. Don't worry, that's not where they experiment on kids or something like that. That's just what it's called, okay? In Lufeng City, Shanwei City, Guangdong Province, I'll play now, a mass food poisoning incident occurred among students. The school authorities began suppressing information, deleting videos, and threatening students.
Yeah, they started saying that they're going to beat people if they spread videos about this.
Yes.
Now, we had a mass food poisoning incident last week. It wasn't food, it was probably water.
By the way, next day.
Yeah, the next day.
In a completely different province, in a completely different place. September 12th, Yangzhou District, Jining City, Shandong Province, Chaoyang Yucai Middle School. Multiple students experienced symptoms such as abdominal pain and vomiting after lunch. Some students have been sent to the hospital for treatment. After the incident, some parents posted related information on Douyin, but were required by the school to delete the posts.
And what that means is the government, not the school.
Yes.
Like the government owns schools.
By the way, this one is far more serious than the other one.
The blurb actually makes it sound not that bad. It's
if you see the footage, these children are like fighting for their lives. It's just not cool.
Bad.
And apparently the rumors going around that the schools told the parents that if they post videos about it, their children will be expelled.
Yes.
But as of right now, because this is happening now, this is today.
Yeah.
More ambulances have been seen going to and from the school.
It's really bad.
This particular one is super bad. Yeah. But this is, again, how does China get away with this? They cover this stuff up all the time. Massive food poisoning incidents. We told you about one last week in the university. This time, 2 different schools, completely different provinces, very far away from each other, a day apart. All the students getting violently ill and being rushed to hospital. This is terrible. And then trying to cover it up.
Yeah, by threatening violence.
Yeah. It's insane. And I've seen this in real life in China.
Yeah.
The first time I saw this was, I used to work at a kindergarten in the very beginning in China, sort of 2007, around about there. I'd left the kindergarten, but a big hand, foot, and mouth disease broke out in the kindergarten. All the kids got it, and it was massive. And they suppressed it for the longest time. And they actually bribed parents not to go to the press or anything like that. But one of the parents eventually did go to the press, and then it ended up in the news.
That was back when that could happen.
Yes.
Now they're threatening this stuff. The school's threatening this stuff because the government will punish them if it does go to press.
Yeah. And then when I was at the Shenzhen University, the norovirus outbreak happened in there, which is just insane, And again, they tried to suppress the news, but there were just too many people who got the news out. But they always try to hide it. There's a big problem with hygiene, obviously, in China, and food preparation and all that. But to see so many so quickly, it's insane. Who knows when it's going to hit next?
True.
Anyway, here's another thing. I wanted to read a little Abraham Lincoln quote here. Slavery is wrong. If slavery is right, all words, acts, laws, and constitutions against it are themselves wrong and should be silenced and swept away.
Good quote.
Xi Jinping has a quote. Or I should say Xi Baozi. Xi Baozi says, lol, stupid West and your morals. Because although the West abolished slavery, China has not.
Yeah.
Never did.
Nope.
And what we're seeing here is slave labor. You've got a little write-up on this, right?
Yeah, so this is, just play it, it's fine. Yunnan, September 8th. Blue prison uniforms these are, right?
Yes.
I don't know why I sound like Yoda. They were filmed carrying a heavy steel from a truck with a license plate number Yun, which is cloud,
Yeah.
C36375 with the words Yunnan number 2 detention center printed on the back of the clothing.
Yes.
The steel was so heavy that it needed 3 or 4 people to carry it. They didn't have shoes, and they were shackled. There was also a submachine gun carrying supervisor guard on the roof of the car.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great imagery.
Yes. So, I mean, it is slave labor. And yes, they are prisoners in detention, but, you know, they should be working not for
This is worse.
private companies, you know. Now, this is a huge thing in China. There's a phenomenon with brick kilns, you know, the places that make bricks.
Yeah.
They very often get caught using mentally disabled people to work for free.
Caught.
I mean,
It's it's everywhere.
yeah. So basically, there's a guy who filmed this who goes around. He cares about workers'
Disabled
rights
people,
and stuff, and he filmed and he went undercover and saw that they're using disabled people here in these brick kilns, and they don't pay them. They like feed them the bare minimum, and they just kind of keep them as manual labor.
Yeah, so I've experienced this multiple times.
Yeah.
I've had people in towns. They're like, "Oh yeah, that's a brick kiln that has slaves, and
Yes.
they're all mentally disabled. They're intellectually disabled people. They're not
Yeah.
paid." They would just say to me, matter of fact, not like it's some expose.
Yeah, it's kind of normal.
And I was like shocked. That was my first year in China. I was just shocked, and then I heard more and more instances of it, and it was just par for the course there.
Yeah, brick kilns.
Slaves.
Yeah, they use slave labor. They feed them. That's all, and they don't
Yeah.
feed them well.
Yeah.
They don't pay them.
No.
So it is just slave labor.
I mean, the people need to wake up about the reality of China.
Yeah, China still employs slaves. And I mean, if you think about it, like when you buy your cheap garlic or whatever, the reason why China can, send garlic and take over the garlic market is because they use prison labor and slave labor to do it, to prepare the garlic and all that. So you just cannot compete with that. Because if you're a garlic farmer over here, you have to pay wages to your staff. Over there, they don't. So that's why it's cheaper.
Can't outcompete that.
No, you can't. It's free. So anyway,
Lots of these. Just play
yes,
them, please.
September 8th, in the Shanxi Institute of International Business and Trade blocked the project because of unpaid wages.
Yep.
We just have to show this to you guys. This is in a completely different place.
Hangzhou City and Hebei, Yifan Shanghai International Expo City Project. Migrant workers have not been paid in 6 months.
Yes.
The economy is doing very badly in China.
In the Hainan Yehai Primary School, staff threatened to ground level because of unpaid wages. So these are not construction workers, those are staff.
Sichuan, Daying County, Qirun Agricultural Development Company Limited. Workers blocked office because of unpaid wages. Yet again.
Yep. All over.
This is happening across the entire country.
Yes. And it's all recent. You can see the dates.
It's true. It's true.
What's this nice big black
I'm actually not sure about
void?
Yes, the Zhengzhou flooding.
Guys,
There's a massive flooding in Zhengzhou again.
I know you guys are sick of floods. You're probably sick of wage disputes too. Okay,
But you gotta cover it.
We have to show you that this is the reality of China, because all you see in the news is China living in the future, robots.
Yeah, China's gonna be the new leader of the world economy.
Yeah.
No, they're not. They can't even pay their people.
They can't even be a leader of their own economy.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good point.
So there's a reason why we're showing you this. Zhengzhou and Henan just had this massive downpour, and as you can see, everything's flooded. This is all like from 3 days ago, right? Kind of crazy. But it might remind you guys of something, because Zhengzhou is also had a very famous flood a couple of years ago, right?
Yep.
Do we remember that? Do people remember
I
that?
certainly hope so.
Yeah.
Because in 2021, one of the worst things that could ever happen happened.
Yes.
And the government covered it up. massively. And so this is giving people massive PTSD in Zhengzhou.
Yeah, we're going to show you what they've been doing, but we first wanted to give everybody a bit of a reminder of what happened in 2021.
Yes.
So China can't do drainage. No. They suck at drainage. All Chinese cities suck at drainage. And this is the aftermath of the tunnel that got flooded. Do you guys remember?
How long was it?
4 kilometers long.
Yes,
and
there was it was back-to-back traffic.
Yes.
And the entire tunnel filled up with water, so you need to start doing some math. The Chinese government said in the entire flood, not the tunnel.
Yes.
In the entire flood, 398 people died.
Yes.
How is that physically possible?
Especially when you see the cars that they pulled out of the tunnel here in this field. There are more cars than that here.
So it literally doesn't make sense unless they were Aquaman mermen and mermaids.
Yes, exactly.
So, no. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was thousands upon thousands upon thousands of deaths that were not counted.
People live streamed themselves drowning in the subways.
Yes,
which is this, in the metro. And when they pulled the carts out, they covered the windows with black cloth, so you couldn't see. Yeah, you couldn't see the train, and there were lots of them. You couldn't see the victims inside.
This is what the Chinese government does.
And then they pretended like no one died.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. 398 people. Oh, yeah. That your entire subway was underwater.
Yes.
And the entire 4-kilometer tunnel, which was back to back with traffic, was underwater.
Up to the ceiling.
Yes.
And it filled up in 5 minutes. You can see they're pumping it out now in this particular shot. But the entire tunnel, that 4-kilometer tunnel, all the way up to the ceiling. So you've got everyone in rush hour, and they were backed up because there's a toll on the other side, a toll gate, on both sides, 4 kilometers both ways. All backed up. 5 minutes it took for the entire thing to fill to the top. If you were anywhere in the tunnel, in the middle, or even near the entrance, to be able to get out of your car and walk out or run out in 5 minutes is impossible, especially if you're in the middle. You can't run 4 kilometers in 5 minutes.
Especially it's full of water.
Yeah, or 2 kilometers.
You can't
or whatever.
run through
Yeah,
water.
you can't. You're wading, you're waddling, and you just get swallowed up. It was horrific. So thousands of people. Absolutely thousands of people.
The government initially said, only 100 people died in this flood. And then the government's like, tell the truth, right?
Yes.
And they're like, fine, 398. And they're like, see? And now, Western media says, yeah, only 398 people died.
Because they believe the stupid statistics.
It's impossible!
Yeah. People putting out flowers to mourn at the subway entrance. Because remember, the people in the subway live streamed themselves drowning.
Yeah.
So you had all the family members putting it out. What did they do? They put barriers around it to hide the flowers.
People can't see. They didn't want them to count.
Yes, they didn't want the people to see how many flowers were there. They put barriers. They stopped people from putting flowers. Eventually that didn't work. But so now back to present day, this is what people are doing when there's a forecast for rain. They're parking their cars up on the overpass.
There's something so
highways.
Grim about this.
Yeah.
It's like the PTSD is still in people's heads.
Yeah, well, I mean,
thousands of people drowning to death, and so they park their cars on overpasses. They're like, we can't deal with this again.
Yeah, so they find the highest bridge possible, and they park their cars there, and obviously walk away from there.
Yeah.
So that their cars don't get completely covered in water.
Yeah, and so they don't end up drowning.
Yes.
Because people are terrified of drowning, like there are thousands of family members dead, and they get arrested if they bring it up.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. But the fact that they haven't fixed it yet.
Yeah.
Didn't they get the biggest warning ever?
Yeah.
But they still haven't fixed the drainage. It's impossible.
No.
They just don't know how.
No.
It's crazy. I mean, I would have put all the resources of the city into figuring out drainage after that. Yeah. But they don't they're just like, let's just roll the dice and hope it doesn't rain hard again.
Yes.
Anyway, guys, worldview. It's time for us to talk about everything in the world, specifically with regards to China. And this is kind of hilarious.
Yeah, so it's a Wuhan graduation ceremony. So in order to show people where they should be sitting, they put red dots on the white chairs.
And this, by the way, happened the same week as the big, parade, where it's like, oh, we defeated Japan. And it happened, like everyone's hating Japan.
Yeah, so if you're listening, a red dot on a white background looks like
the Japanese flag. Because obviously they're color coordinated and they had like blue dots on whatever it is. And of course they got into a lot of trouble. And the kicker is they've done this before.
Yeah, they've done the same error again. And so heads are going to roll.
I mean, they got it so much backlash, especially in that very nationalistic time when they did it. Everyone was just like,
You basically have an auditorium full of Japan celebration.
I know.
Like Japanese nationalism.
Yes, it's crazy. Man, did they get into trouble. But yeah, the fact that they'd done it in 2017 too is just the kicker.
Yeah, some Nihonjin chairs.
Yes, exactly. So what's going on here?
This is the toilet revolution. So people in toilets are writing like, get rid of the Communist Party, get rid of the the communist leadership, get rid of the CCP, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it's spreading across China. So they're actually getting like cops to like, they're in some places they're getting them to check IDs before they use the bathroom.
Yes.
So dystopian.
They're posting like actual guards outside the bathrooms to see who goes in.
Yeah.
And then they check if anything's written in afterwards.
Yes. Which is nuts.
But
it's also because of that, they're doing it on like underpasses and stuff too.
Yeah.
So that's just been a huge thing that's happened.
Yes.
This is something we want to combat a little bit because I got tricked a little bit too.
Well, again, you see all the propaganda, and it's like China launches its own SpaceX satellite network into space.
Yeah.
And you see this a lot, right? They always say, like, China has launched its own this, China has done this.
Or China plans
Yeah.
to.
Well, I mean, that's when you read the fine print, and it's like China is in the process of, or is planning to, or aims to. There's always some little word that means they haven't done it, but they said they will.
Well, I got tricked until I read into it. So they said China launched its own Starlink.
Yes.
And so you think that means that there's competition for Starlink now.
Yeah.
And the Chinese government's going to run it. Until you realize that you have to read between the lines, nothing's operational.
No, they have zero.
So why is these Western media outlets keep championing this?
Because for some reason, I don't know, they want to glaze China.
I don't understand.
Here's the thing, though. They have launched a number of satellites up already, but the network doesn't work. It hasn't been set up. It's just not operational. So this graphic is actually very correct because there are 8,075 fully operational Starlink satellites up there, but zero Chinese ones.
They're not. There's no. We dug into this. We're like, tell me if this is true.
Yeah.
Right?
Does it work?
Does it work? Nothing.
No, they're like, oh, but it's set to be. It's set to work. It's going to work.
I literally talked to people that were asking me about this.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, they're up there, and all of a sudden I was like, prove it.
It's like that stupid nuclear battery all over again.
Yeah.
It's always like China's developed this nuclear battery that's going to power your phone for 50 years. And then when you look into it, it's like, no, actually, they didn't invent that.
Yes.
It's 1970s technology from America. And no, it only puts out like 100 millivolts or whatever it is. It can't do anything.
Posky 303 says network with no net and doesn't work.
Yes, exactly. No work.
No
Yes.
work, yes.
Okay.
So this is in relation to the Charlie Kirk situation. Rest in peace. It's an absolutely horrible tragedy that happened.
Yes.
So our heart goes out to his
political
family.
violence is never the answer.
It's never the answer. It's absolutely devastating what's happened. Doesn't matter what side on any situation, any argument you're on, you cannot celebrate something like this.
No,
It's
dude, like
horrific.
I grew up in South Africa during the height of the fall of apartheid, right? And when I was very young, it was very common for people to, there were mail bombs was the way to assassinate people. So I grew up with this horrible, there were terrorists bombing churches and stuff. There were people being blown up by mail. And it was all political violence, and I abhor it. I can't stand political violence. If you cannot settle an argument through, talking and reason and debate, then you lose.
So you lost.
Yeah.
You've become primitive if you're killing people in response.
You know who's jumped on this tragedy is China and Russia.
And that's what we wanted to warn everyone about, because this is obviously a very tense subject right now.
Yes.
It's inflamed a lot. What we have seen is you always have to remember the MO of the Chinese government and the Russian government is they want to sow dissent. So even if they have nothing to do with an event, the aftermath is what they'll take advantage of. So we've seen posts on both sides getting inflamed with very unnatural activity. I think, remember we were talking about that company Cyabra. I hope they do something about that at some point and they look into this, because we are seeing it get inflamed on both sides, because what their ultimate goal is to cause domestic conflict in the U.S. to distract everyone away from what they're actually doing, right?
Sure.
So while China hacks our infrastructure,
They want to weaken.
spies,
They want to weaken America so that they can lead.
Yes, hunt dissidents, all the horrific things that China does to America, they can get away with because everyone's distracted with this stuff. So they bolster this division, right? So always remember that.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's just common sense that if you are on social media, is when something angers you or something really gets to you or something makes you feel a certain way, before you just jump on that emotion and go ahead and run with it and post it or do something or say something, double check.
Yes, because I'll say this. Winston and I have seen over 100 prolific posts, not from well-known people, 100 plus prolific posts from things that it doesn't make sense after the fact, because in the moment it's there to cause as much damage as possible.
Yes.
And so we're seeing that unfold right now.
Trying to sow division, trying to create unrest. And so
Yes.
now is the time where we have to really, stand firm and weather the storm.
Yes.
You know?
And keep your eyes out for disinformation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
just wanted to point that out. We would not talk about it unless it was related to the Chinese propaganda.
For sure. For sure.
Anyway.
Just a good article. Go down below. I did link it. This is from Real Defense. This is American security systems are compromised by China. A huge slap in the face wake-up call to understand how much China has infiltrated everything in the U.S. and things need to be done about it. This is not the time to turn around and say we have other things to deal with. We need to deal with this right now because this is the perfect time for China to take advantage of situations like this.
Yeah.
Another thing in relation to this, there was an exclusive here on Reuters, I think. As U.S. warns hidden radios may be embedded in solar-powered highway infrastructure. Now that sounds like, it's because it's a cheap Chinese solar thing. Can you explain some of the implications of that?
I mean,
possibility.
This is just horrific, okay? Because this is built into so much of what happens when it comes to it's like weather station reporting. It's those signs that you see on the highway, those signs that say slow down or whatever. There's so many use cases where China can create chaos, right? The sign can turn on and say something like, "Oh, by the way, turn around. There's a disaster, like a fire up ahead or something, to prevent people going places." I mean, we saw tons of use cases. If you read the article, it's scary what they can do and what they can possibly do. But here's the thing: they are sneaky about it. They're hiding these cellular radios. They're hiding them inside of batteries. And inside of inverters. So it's like a part that you wouldn't really think of looking in. Because there's a battery, you don't want to mess with it. Lithium-ion batteries can explode. You don't want to try open it.
For sure.
But it's in there. So it can sneak in that way.
So what could happen, theoretically?
So much could happen. They could shut down power. They could redirect traffic. They could give incorrect weather readings. There was another example I've forgotten now.
The chargers on the EVs?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's what I wanted to talk about is they're finding them in electric vehicle chargers.
Like those, those parking lots where
where you pull in for your Tesla or whatever whatever EV to charge.
Yeah.
Think about this. It's in the EV charger. And if they have control over the charger, because they can connect to it remotely now through this cellular radio, they could first of all shut it down. So many people rely on EV. So imagine you're driving and suddenly you can't charge anymore. Now you're not mobile. Half your population or a big portion of your population can't go anywhere anymore. They're stuck. Not only that, they could potentially cause the vehicle to overcharge because the communication that happens between a vehicle and a charging station, it's not just power that's going through, they're talking to each other, right? And so the car asks the charger for power and the charger supplies the car with power. So what if the charger tricks the car into thinking that it needs more power when it doesn't? You could overload the battery, potentially cause explosions, fires, that kind of thing. But you could also install malware because it's got that two-way connection, right? They have to talk to each other. There's a data connection, not just power.
Interesting.
So they could install some kind of malware onto into your car so that they can listen to your microphones and gain access to the cameras. Pretty simple because when you go to a charger and you use your credit card, then it's tied to your ID, right? Because you're using your credit card. So if they're specifically looking for one person, they could potentially identify you through your payments.
Oh, because they're using this public charger facilities.
You're using your credit card or you're using an app.
Yeah.
So they can then say, oh, that's his car.
Oh, wow.
We want to spy on that guy, install...
Or turn it into a surveillance network of thousands of cars.
They could do it on everyone's car, but I'm just saying if they were targeting a specific person, that's how they could identify them, install the malware, and now they can gain access to all the microphones in your fancy EV because all of them have them.
Interesting.
They all have cameras. The amount of cameras in an EV, it's insane. Not only on the outside for all the sensors, but inside too. They've got those ones that make sure that your eyes are looking at the road.
Right.
That type of thing. They could look and listen to everything you're doing in your car.
So this is implications beyond just like a solar panel, you're saying?
Yeah. I mean, the fact that they're in the charging infrastructure, EV chargers is insane. And why are we not calling China out on this? Why? I mean, this article comes out and it's like, oh, there are hidden Chinese cellular radios in this infrastructure. Okay.
It's time to...
Is it not time to do something about it?
It's time to wake the F up.
Is it not time to say, China, what are you doing?
Right.
come sit down. Let's have a little bit of a talk about
and
this.
remove all of this.
And if we catch you doing this again, it's an act of war.
Yeah.
Because they spy and they hack and they do all this. And every single time, it seems like they get away with it. It's like, oh, China's just hacked every single American cellular data or whatever, they're through the telecoms thing. Every single American has been hacked, including the president and stuff. And everyone's just like, oh, well, whatever. I'm going to go watch TikTok and buy Temu. Why is it not like a bigger thing? Why are people not saying enough is enough? Stop hacking us. It's an act of war.
I mean, what is it? Just recently was the select committee on the CCP. The CCP, what did they pretended to be Mulinar?
Yeah.
The head of the select committee on the CCP, and actually gain access to
trade talks or something?
Yeah, trade talks and stuff.
Yeah.
Within the U.S. government.
It's crazy. They keep hacking and they keep doing bad things, but they always get away with it.
They're ready to destroy
I'm
America.
actually sick and tired of them getting away with it. I think whoever's in charge of the part of the government who cares about like national safety here in America, when it comes to China, they're a bunch of pussies. They're like, something is wrong there because China does so many bad things. And you know what? The US is not doing that stuff to China. The US has not hacked every single Chinese person's cell phone. The US has not implanted like malicious stuff in their infrastructure.
To shut down all of the country.
They don't have.
Not true.
Yeah, and they don't have a big influence app like TikTok in there.
No.
It's like, I'm sorry, but it's about time.
It's very one-sided.
Yeah, it's time the rest of the world stood up to China and said, enough is enough. Stop your bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, off my soapbox.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is kind of dangerous, especially the EV charging infrastructure. It's so scary.
Yeah.
But enough of that nonsense. It's time for Yamcha, which is our Q&A. It's Friday, guys, and we're going to answer your questions. You can question our answers all you like. Time to loosen the tie, grab a beverage if you have one, chill out, and if you're not watching live or on the weekend, we'll catch you next time because we do cut the Q&As out on Monday.
Watch.
Oh, and stay awesome for you guys who are not sticking around.